Good evening and welcome to Matson Field in Moorhead as we get ready for Spuds and Crush baseball. Moorhead coming in after a big successful weekend with one-run victories over Rogers and over Brainerd. A big win over Brainerd. 17-16 was the final there. A lot of runs scored, and it came down to one score that determined the outcome of that one. And Rogers went into the weekend as the number one team in Section 8 and took back-to-back losses. So we'll wait to see how that all shakes out now as we get ready for playoffs here in just a couple of weeks. We're getting to that point of the season, and it's been a rugged season. There's no doubt about it. It's been very difficult to get a regular season underway, and the games have been played sometimes under adverse conditions. But tonight, it's about as good as we can get in this part of the state of Minnesota as we have Moorhead and St. Cloud. St. Cloud coming in with 4 wins and 9 losses on the year. We'll start things off with Jackson Kenning leading things off. He's the shortstop. He'll be followed by Elian Mesquita. He's the pitcher, and then Hank Balson, the third baseman. So it's Kenning, Mesquita, Balson. And the rest of the order then for St. Cloud has Jaden Mendel at cleanup with Joe Hess batting 5th, Luke Betcher batting 6th. The designated hitter, Blake O'Hara, is batting 7th for the right fielder, Grant Robe. Tim Goman is the catcher batting 8th, and Will Allensbach is the center fielder batting 9th for the Crush. As we get ready to start things out, the Spuds are throwing Brett Letness. A strong throwing right-hander, and we're about ready to get this thing underway as the Spuds will go with Zach Taft in center field. Wyatt Tweed is the catcher. Jack Tyken is at first. Carson Zimmel at short. Second baseman Justin Stahlberger. Right fielder Jacob Vanette. Left fielder Gavin Gast. Third baseman Jackson Young. The designated hitter Iggy Delgado, and he bats for the pitcher Letness, who is ready to start things off as he delivers a fastball at the knees for a called strike. We are underway. A wind is coming in from the center field and blowing in towards the first base dugout, and that may hold up a few fly balls. And here's a slapper to the left side. And Moorhead cannot handle the play as Carson Zimmel had it bounce out of his glove. And that will put a runner on at first on the air. Carson Zimmel could not handle that one bouncer. So Jackson Kenning reaching on the air, and that brings up Mesquita. He is the pitcher, and he stands in from the right side. Batting now with a runner on at first. And the delivery just missing inside. Zach Taft has, or Jackson Kenning rather, has taking the lead at first. And the pitch. Fouled back straight to the screen. Evens up the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. We are just underway at Matson Field in Moorhead. Great rivalry over the years, regardless of sport. Tonight it's baseball as the Spuds take on St. Cloud. Brett Letness throws to the near side. Tyken has to track it down. It doesn't roll far. And with that, Kenning made a bluff move down towards second, but came back and is standing tall now at first, waiting on the next pitch. As Letness peers in for the look, still at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. And Letness, a quick look over his left shoulder, delivers and throws one into the dirt. And St. Cloud is getting some good advantages here early on, first reaching on an error and now on a wild pitch. And there is a runner at second base. With the pitch that was delivered out of the zone, it is now 2-1. Letness peering in for the sign. Check of the runner back at second. Spuds make their play, then drop back, and here's a bouncer to the left side. Play there, and the tag at third is there in time. So they ran right into the play. It was not a forced play. There was nobody on at first, but the runner from second went to third with the ball hit right in front of him. And on the play, it is 6-5 for the putout. Mesquita reaches on a or a fielder's choice. And here's third baseman Hank Balson. He also a right-handed hitter, batting now with a runner on at first. As Letness delivers, towards left center field. That one drops in for a base hit. Fielded nicely by center fielder Zach Taft and thrown in. But that'll go as a double as Bolson slaps one to left center field. And that puts runners at second and third for the Crush. Batting with one out here is Jaden Mendel, the first baseman. Loaded up with right-handed hitters here so far. Jaden Mendel, the first baseman. Slightly closed stance. And the pitch is down low. So Brett Letness. Take a look. Runner with a short lead at third. Just catching the outside corner at the letters for a called strike, and we're even up at 1-1. A ball, a strike, one out, first inning. No scoring, but St. Cloud is threatening. They got runners at second and third. As Letness delivered outside for ball two, and it's 2-1. Swinging into his motion, here's the pitch. Letness goes to the knees to get the called strike. That evens things up at 2-2, and that's a clutch pitch from Letness to get back even up with the batter as he had fallen behind. And now the pitch from Letness up high, and that's ball three. The pitch was high, and Mesquita took a dive off third base. Letness comes back with a pitch that's fouled off to the right side and out of play. And the pitch down low and in the dirt. So early control concerns for Brett Letness. Has loaded the bases. Jaden Mendel with a walk. Hank Bolson was already at second base. Elian Mesquita is already at third. And that's where we stand. Bases are loaded with one out. And again, a right-handed hitter, this time Joe Hess, the second baseman. Slightly closed stance, and takes a look at a pitch down low. Letness with good stuff, but is having troubles finding the strike zone here early. As Letness delivers at the knees, it's a called strike, and it's even up at 1-1. One ball and a strike with one out. But the bases are loaded of Crush players. As a quick look to the near side. And now back on the mound and into the stretch. Here's Brett Letness with the delivery down low. And it's 2-1. If Hess should reach, that would bring up Luke Betcher. The pitch just missing, and it's 3-1. So on the verge now of walking in a run. Here's Letness' pitch. Down low, and it's ball four. And St. Cloud strikes first. Joe Hess getting a base on balls. That moves Mendel down to second. Moves Bolson off to third. And Elian Mesquita has come in to score, and it's 1-0. St. Cloud has struck early. Started things out with an error, and then a wild pitch, put a runner at second base, nobody out. They manufactured a bases loaded situation to draw a walk and lead it now 1-0, and here's a pitch for a called strike. Luke Betcher, the left fielder. Takes a look at a pitch out of the zone. Down low and wide. Joe Hess double checking the signs, off first. Tyken in front of him, guard protecting the bag, and here's a called strike. No place to go, and so Tyken has that option of standing out in front and protecting the first base line. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Foul tip at the plate. was hung on to, and that's a strikeout. And Luke Betcher is out, number 2. To the designated hitter now in Blake O'Hara. And the pitch at the letters for a called strike. Bases remain loaded with 2 out. 1 run is in, and the delivery. Called strike at the outside corner. Blake O'Hara watching that one sail by. Diminutive O'Hara waiting as the pitch is delivered way up high. Now was over the bill of this cap. And Blake O'Hara takes a look and nubs it off to the left side and out of play. Tim Goldman waiting in the on-deck circle. As Letness delivers a swing and a miss, and he works out of a bases-loaded jam, giving up just 1 run. After 1/2 inning of play, it is St. Cloud 1 and Moorhead nothing. St. Cloud sending 7 to the plate to start the game out. Leave the bases loaded after scoring 1 run, and that puts us at the plate with the Spuds trailing 1-0, though, starting things off with Zach Taft. He's the center fielder. Batting second is catcher Wyatt Tweet, and batting third, the first baseman Jack Tyken. The rest of the order has Carson Zimmel at shortstop. Batting fourth, Justin Stahlberger batting fifth, Jacob Vanette, Gavin Gass, Jackson Young, and the designated hitter Iggy Delgado bats for the pitcher Brett Letness. So we go to the bottom of the first inning, and here's Zach Taft, Moorhead center fielder. Spuds are trying to pick up their 3rd straight after Saturday doubleheader wins over Rogers and Brainerd. First pitch just missing. On the mound, Elian Mezquita delivers that one down low. And it's 2-0 now, 2 balls and no strikes. Mosquito peering in for the sign is ready. And the delivery. Catching the inside corner for a called strike. The 3-0 count comes up with a straight ball, and it's 3-1. Delivering just inside. Nice fastball, but inside and at the letters. And so lots of base runners early on as the Spuds put Zach Taft on the walk. And here's Wyatt Tweet. Batting second in the order, the catcher. Batting now with Zach Taft on at first. Stands in from the left side. Mosquito delivers way up high. St. Cloud went through their first 7 batters, all standing in from the right side. Spuds the first left-handed batter of the night with Wyatt Tweet. Open stance and waiting. Down the first baseline, but just foul as it slipped past first base and into the right field corner, but out of play. A little bit of a left field shift on here as Tweet waits and takes a look down low. And the count moves to 2-1 now. 2 balls and a strike. Wyatt Tweet. As he waits, it delivers, and another slapped one foul. Count evens up at 2-2. As Mosquito looks in, checks the runner at first and delivers. Hits the batter. Wyatt Tweet will take a walk as he is hit by the pitch. And the Spuds have runners at first and second. And we'll have a runner. Wyatt Tweet, the catcher, will trot off the field, and he'll be a courtesy runner by Keo Albritton. And he'll have the short lead at first with the runner, or the first baseman, well behind him. Runners at first and second. And the delivery from Mosquito, swing and a miss by Jack Tyken. Batting third, first baseman Jack Tyken. And that one sent down low, just missing at the knees. Mostly cloudy, variably cloudy skies. Now the sun just now peeking out for just a moment. Weather conditions as ideal as we have had this spring. As the pitch is down low. Mosquito missing. 2-1, 2 balls and a strike. Runners at first and second for the Spuds, trailing 1-0 here. In the bottom of the first, here's a bouncer to the left side. Picked up by third baseman, and a long throw across is there in time. Let the runners move up. Tyken grounding out. 5-3. Taft has moved on to third. Tweet now resting. Albritton, the courtesy runner, is on now at second. And here's Carson Zimmel. Moorhead shortstop, batting fourth in the order. And the Spuds have put themselves into a run-scoring situation here in the bottom of the first. Mosquito's pitch just up and in. Elian looks and delivers, swung on and missed. Carson Zimmel. 2-1 now on Zimmel, 2 balls and a strike. As Mosquito's trying to work his way out of a jam here in the bottom of the first inning. Time is taken. Mosquito steps off the rubber out on the mound. He's ready. Zimmel is ready. And the pitch. Just missing. Had a notion, but just missed inside. And the count moves to 3-1. Short lead down at third. Here's Mosquito's pitch, and the pitch is outside and low, and that loads the bases. couple of walks and a hit batter here in the first inning has loaded the bases for Moorhead. And a visit to the mound by the Crush pitching coach. He's noticed something, I think, in the delivery of Mosqueda, and is mentioning that if he would make a certain move this way, that he might have better results, including the way that he releases at the top of his motion. And he's listening on and waiting to see. Meanwhile, the home plate umpire has seen enough, and he wants to make sure that the game moves along as he makes his walk out towards the pitcher's mound. And as soon as he touches the pitcher's mound, of course, the meeting is over. Players resume. Pitching coach resumes his spot at the side, and Moorhead will send Justin Stahlberger to the plate. Second baseman Justin Stahlberger. Fifth in the order, batting with bases loaded. Moorhead needs a run to tie here in the bottom of the first, and here's the pitch. Missing down low. And a quick look of the runners. To the stretch, and the delivery. Missing again, and it's ball 2. 2-0 the count. A quick look, and the pitch catching the corner. Nice fastball delivered by Mosqueda, catching the outside corner, called strike, and it's 2-1. Stahlberger to be followed by Jacob Van Etten, the right fielder. There's a pitch down in the dirt. Dust flies, and it's 3-1. Justin Stahlberger waiting. Left-handed batter. Goes down low, and we are tied. The pitch missing inside. Stahlberger draws a walk. 3 walks and a hit batter here in the first inning has put the Spuds on the scoreboard. Stahlberger will get the RBI. And here's Van Etten. Right fielder Jacob Van Etten. He'll bat with bases loaded. Van Etten from the left side. He'll take his spot and he'll get an RBI. He's hit by the pitch. Van Etten hit by pitch. Stahlberger moving on to second. Zimmel on to third. Tweet has crossed home plate, and the Spuds take the lead. Without the benefit of a base hit, it is now 2-1. That brings Gavin Gass to the plate, Moorhead left fielder. Right-handed batter takes a look at a called strike. First pitch delivered was just up and in, so we're even up now to ball and a strike. 1-1 on Gavin Gass. And the pitch missing at the knees, just wide. So Mosqueda has worked into trouble trying to work his way out here. He's got 1 out, but bases remain loaded, and here's the pitch up high. And it's 3-1. The elusive strike zone. Gast wiggles his bat, and he's ready, and he takes a look at ball 4, and another run scores with the benefit of a walk. And it's 3-1. Carson Zimmel walks his way across home plate. Stahlberger now checks in at third. Van Etten on at second. And Elion here's Jackson Young, Moorhead third baseman, batting 8th in the order. And the Spuds have scored 3 runs without the benefit of a hit rather. It's all come by virtue of walks and hit batters. And that may be it. The bullpen has been warming as and Steve Taylor will take the walk out. This is the second visit to the mound, so we'll take a note here in just a moment to see what the pitching change will be. A pat on the shoulder. But the visit continues as we wait to see just how things are going to go. And for now, he's going to stay on. Jackson Young will step up. 8th man to bat. Here in the bottom of the first inning, the Spuds have scored 3 times and lead it 3-1. And the delivery. Popped up on the infield and then floating foul, and the catcher is there. Tim Goldman makes the catch for out number 2. A pop-up foul. And they're 2 away for Iggy Delgado, the designated hitter in the batting lineup in place of pitcher Brett Letness. And he stands in from the right side. Pitch went down and was blocked by Goldman. And home plate umpire will come out and just make sure that there are no scuff marks or cuts on it after it looked like it came off his spikes. And it looks like they'll exchange, and don't be surprised if that ball doesn't come back into play in a little while. And so with that, Mesquita continues to stay on. And it's 3-1 now, Moorhead. Batted through the order here in the bottom of the first inning. As Mesquita delivers. Swing and a miss. Delgado. And the count goes to 2-1. With the check and the delivery called strike. Evens up the count now at 2-2. Mesquita delivers. Foul tipped at the plate, and that is right off Goldman's helmet. You could hear the crunch, and he's shaking the cobwebs loose as he prepares to continue play. But Goldman shaken just a bit on that play as he took that foul tip straight back. Most catchers aren't even going to acknowledge that they get hit. That's just the nature of the beast. But Steve Taylor is there to make sure. And he will continue on. Tim Goldman in his stance already at his position. As Mesquita has worked the count to 2-2, and here's the delivery. Up high for ball 3. Bases are still loaded. 3 runs are in. 2 are out, and here's Mesquita's pitch. With a run down, there's call strike 3. He thought he had a look from inside and it missed, but it caught the letters, it caught the black paint, and Mesquita works out of it, but gives up 3. And after 1 complete inning of play, it is Moorhead 3 and St. Cloud 1.
Boss DXT snowplows are tough to beat. Featuring dual trip tech, flared wings, and optional D-force for improved scraping and backdragging performance. Choose from 3 different sizes in steel, stainless steel, and poly. The Boss DXT is built to restore order.
Your home for Boss snowplows is Bert's Truck Equipment on Highway 75 North in Moorhead.
We are The Breakdown. For almost 2 decades, we've published the most comprehensive yearbooks on Minnesota high school sports and run the best in-season and off-season events. We cover every corner of the state. We are The Breakdown.
Before I became a real boy, life was easy. I just sat there doing sandwich stuff. But being alive is so hard. So if you don't want to get up to get a sandwich, you shouldn't have to.
Well, an adventuresome first inning. A lot of batters got to the plate, and the Spuds come out ahead of the whole thing with a 3-1 advantage as St. Cloud pitching gave up 4 walks and 2 hit batters, and 3 runs scored, and it's 3-1. So we go to the top of the second inning. And at the bottom of the order for St. Cloud is the catcher, Tim Goman. He was just shaken just a bit as he took a foul tip off his face mask. And he'll be followed by the number 9 hitter, Will Allensbach. And then to the top of the order in Jackson Kenning. Tim Goman had a quick check with the Moorhead trainer, Nicole Kane. And the pitch at the knees. Brett Letness struggled a bit himself in the first inning, allowing a run, but escaped with the bases loaded when he struck out Blake O'Hara. And now, as we go to the top of the second inning, count as a ball and a strike, and here's the pitch grounded to the first baseman, Jack Tyken. He's got to hurry, and he did not get there in time. He bobbled off his mitt. That'll go as an error. Tim Goman reaching on an error. And first baseman Jack Tyken. Tyken had it, looked like he was going to be able to field it and get back to the base in time. And just as he made his move, it squirted away once again. And that gave Goman plenty of time to get on to first with the error. And he stands there and waits now as they've gone to the courtesy runner. And here's Ben Schmidt on to run. Meanwhile, Letness delivers for a called strike. Quick toss over. Schmidt gets back in time. So Letness paying close attention to Ben Schmidt. Check over the shoulder and the pitch. Up high, just under the chin and top of the letters. 1-1 the count, now, a ball and a strike. 3-1. Moorhead has the advantage on Bert's truck scoreboard. The next pitch was up and out of the zone, so it's 2-1. And Letness comes in with a high, hard fastball for a called strike. So far, Letness' pitching strength has appeared to be his ability to throw strikes on the fastball. And now the check of the runner at first and the delivery way up high. I think he was trying to take a little something off that one. It got away from him. And the count is full now at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Runner is going on the 3-2 count. Popped up on the right side. Jack Tyken is backpedaling his way back, and he makes the catch. Jack Tyken, nice play, backpedaling his way to reach up just as it was ready to sail away, and makes the play. And St. Cloud will go to the top of the order. Shortstop Jackson Koenig reached on an error. Was stranded at second base after a wild pitch. Here's another pop-up on the right side. Tyken again has to reach back and make the play. Ball is moving back on him into the wind, and still it is falling right into the player's mitt of Jack Tyken, who comes up with consecutive putouts on those pop-ups. And there are 2 away. Here's the pitcher, Elian Mesquita. has scored the only run for St. Cloud. Runner on his way to second. Here's a fly ball to left field. Gavin Gast is there, makes the catch. 4 up, 3 down. As we go now to the bottom of the second inning, it's Moorhead 3 and St. Cloud 1 on the Birch Truck scoreboard.
Natural talent, physical gifts, training advantages. To become a champion, none of that matters. True champions are the ones who are comfortable working harder, staying later, and finding that competitive edge. They are never satisfied simply doing a good job, because those who transform themselves from local talent into local folklore are the ones who continually perform beyond their limits. Bell Bank, proudly supporting champions everywhere.
Back at Matson Field in Moorhead, we go to the bottom of the second inning. And on the Birch Truck Equipment scoreboard, the Spuds have the lead now, 3-1, with the Zach Taft leading things off. Moorhead plated 9 in the first, all 9 in the batting order, scoring 3 runs, all a result of walks or batters hit by pitches. 3 walks, 2 batters hit by pitch, 3 runs in, and it's 3-1. Mosquito will continue on the mound here in the second inning as Taft steps in, and the pitch missing just inside. Ball and no strikes as the pitch comes in at the knees, and that's a called strike. Huge moment for Elian Mosquito. Back on the mound after struggling through the first inning, comes up with flames, but missing just a couple of times out of the zone, and it's 2-1. And the pitch, bouncer to the right side, and it's through. That's a fair ball. That was hard hit, and it just got past Jaden Mendel. He had a chance to play it and could have stepped towards first, but it bounced away from him. We're going to give him a base hit on that. Zach Taft. And that's the first hit of the night for Moorhead. And here's Wyatt Tweet. Was hit by a pitch and later scored. Runner's on his way. The throw down there not nearly in time. Zach Taft took off on the first pitch and is at second now on a stolen base. Wyatt Tweet, left-handed catcher, and the delivery. Steps back away from it, and it's 2-0. Zach Taft taking his lead down at second. And the pitch bounced to the right side. Scooped up and thrown on to first, and with that, Joe Hess will get the put out on his throw over to Jaden Mendel. 4-3 on the put out for Wyatt Tweet. And there's one away for Jack Tyken. Grounded out to third baseman Hank Bolson in the first. Takes a look at a pitch out of the zone, and it's 1-0. 3-1, Moorhead leading. Spuds batting, bottom of the second inning. And a look in, Mosquito. Fouled straight back to the screen. Moorhead coming off a weekend doubleheader sweep against 2 different opponents over Brainerd and Rogers, as they put something resembling a schedule together here for this baseball season. Being able to play on consecutive option nights. And at the plate, here's the swing, foul tip. And another time for Tim Goman. He hangs on the foul tip. And the count is 1-2. And here comes Steve Taylor. I have a feeling they're going to get to know Nicole here very well, Moorhead trainer. As he took that foul tip straight back. Now he's haunched, and it appears as though he's going to be okay, but Steve Taylor just wants to make sure. And with a nod of the head, Goman will stay on, and Taylor resumes his position in the first base dugout. A ball and 2 strikes. Jack Tyken, big, strong, right-handed batter. Takes a cut, a healthy cut to go down on strikes. A swing and a miss, strike 3. And there are 2 outs, and here's Carson Zimmel. Reached on a base on balls and would score in the first inning. And his run scored has given Moorhead a 3-1 lead as Mezquita comes in outside for ball 1. Down low and in the dirt, here comes Zach Taft. He's in for the score. The pitch got away from Goman and crawled its way all the way back to the backstop. And a very alert play from Zach Taft. Reaching on the wild pitch. Or scoring rather on the wild pitch. And Moorhead now leads it 4-1. The pitch called a ball, and it's 2-0. Zimmel batting now with 2 outs and nobody on. Had a notion, but took the pitch, and it's a called strike. Two and 1 the count as he stands in and waits, and Mezquita delivers. Here's a fly ball towards left center field. It's hanging up, and the catch is made in left field by Luke Betcher. So, for the Spuds, they score a run. And on the Birch Truck Equipment scoreboard, after 2 innings of play, it's Moorhead 4 and St. Cloud 1. So we go to the top of the 3rd inning. Number 3 batter in the order, Hank Bolson, the 3rd baseman, hit a double, but was stranded at 3rd when the inning came to a close, and he lifts one towards left field, and the catch is made. Moorhead's Gavin Gast cruising in on that to make the catch and the out. And here's Jaden Mendel, first baseman, reached on a walk, stranded at 2nd in his at bat in the 1st inning. Takes a look at a little pitch off speed, may have put a little twist on that one, to catch the corner for a called strike. Mendel will be followed by Joe Hess. Pitch is up high and out of the zone. And the pitch. Just missing high. Jaden Mendel. Pitch is in the dirt and bounces away. And the count moves on to 3-1. Moorhead with 3 in the first, 1 in the second. St. Cloud scoring 1 in the first, and it's 4-1 as St. Cloud bats here in the third inning, and there's a walk given to Jaden Mendel. With a runner on at first, here's Joe Hess. He got on base by virtue of a walk in the first inning and was left stranded as he takes backs up and out of the way of a pitch coming sailing in. And the pitch outside. Brett Letness firing that one out of the zone, and it's 2-0. Check of the runner at first, and that steps off the rubber, and he'll reset. Jaden Mendel short lead at first, but it was just enough that Letness wanted to make sure he didn't move. Here's the pitch and a slapper to the left side. Shortstop is there, and he won't be able to make the play. That'll go as a base hit. Joe Hess towards the hole between short and third. And Moorhead shortstop Carson Zimmel played it, but by the time he got in position to throw, there was no play anywhere. And that puts runners on at first and second. Here's Luke Betcher. Batting now with Mendel in scoring position, but 1 out. Letness stepping off the pitching rubber and then back on. Looks in for the sign, checks the runner at second, and delivers. Catching the knees for a called strike. 0-2 the count. Waiting on the pitch. Letness now delivers. Catching the letters for a called strike. It caught Betcher off guard. He thought he was stepping away from a high inside fastball, but it caught the letters. And that is a strikeout number 2 here in the inning, and it brings up the designated hitter, Blake O'Hara. Runners at first and second and 2 out as Letness delivers up high. A little off speed on that one. Tried to drop one in, but missed high. Again, the runners taking their lead, and the pitch is outside. Mendel on at second, Hess on at first. And the delivery. It got down in the dirt and it was dug out by Wyatt Tweet. Runners forced to keep their positions as Letness, working quickly, sends in a strike. On the 3-0 pitch at the belt, 3-1. Letness over his shoulder a couple times with a check of the runner at second and then delivers up high for ball 4. Blake O'Hara, who struck out in the first inning, reaching now on a base on balls, has put runners on every base. Jaden Mendel at third. Joe Hess at second. Blake O'Hara has his spot at first, and here's Tim Goman. Reached on an error. in the second inning. Bats from the left side. He's had a couple of tough knocks off the face mask on foul tips here already, but continues to play on. And here's the pitch. Just missing. And it's 2-0. St. Cloud batting, trailing 4-1. And the pitch at the knees, called strike. Bases loaded, 2 outs, and here's the pitch. Slap to the right side, caught there, the play to first, and safe. That took a long time to get the call. A nice play out at second. A slide into the turf by Justin Stahlberger to pick it up. Was able to work his way to a throw at first, and it just was late getting to the bag in time, and a run scores. Jaden Mendel scampering in from third on the play, and on the play Joe Hess now at third. Blake O'Hara is on at second, and Tim Goldman reaching on an infield hit. And it's 4-2. Check swing, called strike. And it's 1-1. Brett Letness wheels and deals to the turf, and it's right in front of Wyatt Tweet, who blocks the play out in front and keeps the runners in place. Zimmel taking his place at short. Stahlberger at second. Here's the pitch, and that one is nubbed foul. And the count moves to 2-2. Brett Letness delivers. Fly ball. Second baseman is there for the catch. Justin Stahlberger hauling that one in for the out. St. Cloud threatens and scores one on the Burt's Truck Equipment scoreboard. As we go to the bottom of the third inning, it's Moorhead 4, St. Cloud 2.
Revive Professional Massage Therapy Clinic. Locally owned and operated. Open 7 days a week, day, evening, and same-day appointments available. Couples massages also available. 20 highly trained professional licensed massage therapists on staff. Now with 2 locations, South Fargo and Detroit Lakes. Offering online booking and online gift certificates. www.reviveprofessionalmassage.com.
The M3 nonprofit is breaking the ice as they raise mental health awareness for our Moorhead community and our youth. Started by a group of parent volunteers, M3 will offer support and host events throughout the year that bring focus to mental health. Together, M3 will raise awareness, eliminate the stigma, and connect resources for mental health. Thank you, M3, for supporting our community's youth. So we go to the bottom of the third inning as Moorhead will send Justin Stahlberger, Jacob Van Etten, and Gavin Gass to the plate in the middle of the order. Batters 5, 6, and 7. Justin Stahlberger got an RBI. Bounces one to the right side, and it's picked up and thrown on Joe Hess. 4-3 on the putout. Justin Stahlberger leads it off with a ground out. And here's Jacob Van Etten. Was hit by the pitch and stranded at second when the inning came to the end. Came to a close rather in the first. Batting now with one out, nobody on. Left-handed Jacob Van Etten. Foul tip at the plate. "4-2." The first inning that you got to believe the coaches were wondering how is this going to end, with a lot of pitches out of the zone, a lot of walks issued, a lot of hit batters issued. And yet when it came down to it, very few runs scored. And we play on, and it's 4-2. Mesquita delivers just outside, and it's 2-1. 2 balls and a strike on Jacob Van Etten. And that one misses up high, and it's 3-1. Left-handed hitter Jacob Van Etten waits. And Mesquita delivers. Ball 4. Goldman will have to hurry to the backdrop to pick it up. Van Etten scampers down to first and reaches on a base on balls. And here is Gavin Gast. Drew a walk in his first at bat, stands in from the right side with a runner now on at first. Batting with one out here in the third inning. And there goes our electricity. High pop up to the right side, and right fielder comes in on it to make the play. Grant Robe came a long ways on that one, but made the catch. And there are 2 out. And here's Jackson Young. Throw on to first, back safely. Jackson Young popped up in the second inning. And a nice job by Wyatt Tweet to keep the play in front of him. Or Tim Goldman, rather. Tim Goldman to keep the play in front of him. Pitch in the dirt, and it's ball 1. Mesquita stretch, delivers down low. Quick snap throw down to first, but back safely. Van Etten diving back in, and the throw was just a bit up the line. And now 2-0. Mesquita peering in for the sign. Here's the pitch. Catching the letters. And it's a called strike, and it's 2-1. Mesquita to the stretch and looking. Van Etten is on the run. Here's a quick throw down to second, but not nearly in time. And so, stolen base. Jacob Van Etten on at second now, with Jackson Young continuing his at-bat on a count of 2-2. And the delivery up high. Count goes full. Young should reach. It would bring up Iggy Delgado. And the pitch for Mesquita. Fouled back. Runner at second. Full count. Spuds batting, bottom of the third. Popped up, left side. Over towards the third base bench area and in the field of play. Catch made by Hank Balson, and that retires the Spuds. After 3 innings of play on the Burt's Truck Equipment scoreboard, it's Moorhead 4 and St. Cloud 2. 4-2, Moorhead with the lead. Runs in this game came early. Spud scoring 3 in the first, 1 in the second. St. Cloud scoring 1 in the first, 1 in the third. And we come to bat here with the fly ball towards center field. And coming in to make the catch, Zach Taft, or rather, and the play is made. Zach Taft coming in, long ways. And that retires Jackson Kenning. And here's Elian Mesquita. Scored the first run of the night for St. Cloud after reaching on a fielder's choice, then flew out to left in the second inning and sends that one foul to even the count at 1-1. And the pitch up high. Brett Letness continues on the mound for the Spuds here in the fourth as he delivers down low. It's a big swing and a miss. And that couple of moments between batter and catcher that included then the umpire to settle things down, and the play continues on. Here's a hot, sharp grounder to third that bounced off the pitcher Letness. Nobody could get to it in time. That's going to bring Salvovold onto the mound for a quick visit with his pitcher. But a speedy Mesquita was able to beat it out, and he's on it first now with a single. So Letness will continue on. That was a hard shot that bounced away on him, off him, towards third, picked up and thrown, but nowhere near in time as Mesquita beat it out easily. And here's Hank Balson. Hit a double in the first and was stranded, then flew out to left in the third. 0 for 1 on the night. And Letness takes a long look in. And the pitch up high, ball 1. Top of the fourth inning, Moorhead leading 4-2, St. Cloud at the bat. Here's the pitch, and that one is sails up and in. Bolson comes on, or is on, and waiting. As Letness delivers, called strike. Hank Balson 1 for 2 on the afternoon. And here's Letness with the delivery. Bouncer. Tough play. Picked up and thrown across in time, and the return. It bounces away, but the Spuds cover nicely as left fielder Gavin Gast came in, and with help from the shortstop, they had the play covered at third base to prevent an overthrow. And so with that, it stays 4-2. And here's Jaden Mendel. Big swing and a miss. Four hits on the game for St. Cloud, 2 runs. And a pitch that just misses. And the delivery. And that was a line drive and a soft line drive. Caught by Justin Stahlberger right behind second base, and the inning comes to a close. Here as we go now to the bottom of the fourth inning on the Burt's Truck Equipment scoreboard. It's Moorhead 4, St. Cloud 2.
Natural talent, physical gifts, training advantages. To become a champion, none of that matters. True champions are the ones who are comfortable working harder, staying later, and finding that competitive edge. They are never satisfied simply doing a good job, because those who transform themselves from local talent into local folklore are the ones who continually perform beyond their limits. Bell Bank, proudly supporting champions everywhere.
Four to two, Moorhead has the advantage as they come to bat here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Iggy Delgado will lead things off, and then to the top of the order with Zach Taft and Wyatt Tweet. St. Cloud has scored 2 runs and 4 hits. Moorhead with an error. Spuds have scored 4 runs on just 1 hit. The bulk of the damage done on walks and hit batters. Squaring to bunt, it's a beauty up the third base, and a long throw, did not get there in time. A scurry by Iggy Delgado. He laid it down in the tall grass, had no chance of advancing it forward, which helped Delgado to get some speed up the first base line, and he made it safely in. So a bunt single for Delgado to start the fourth inning. And to the top of the order, here's Zach Taft. He has scored 2 runs. And he is a very aggressive base runner. Here's Mesquita with the delivery. Delgado had to dive back in. He saw the possible play at first. And he'll check back in. Delgado on a bunt single to lead off the fourth inning. Check swing. And strike 2. Mesquita delivers. Delgado is on the go. Here's the play down, and he is safe on a nifty play by Delgado. He saw where the play was coming. He arced his back to get around from the tag and was able to slide in safely, much to the delight of his teammates. Iggy Delgado, stolen base, now at second with a count of ball and 2 strikes, and here's the delivery, popped up and behind the plate, fouled. And the count remains a ball and 2 strikes with Delgado now on at second base. Mesquita with the delivery. Up high, may have been a bit inside as well. And the count evens up at 2-2. Mesquita to the stretch on the look at second. And the delivery, line drive. That's going to drop in for a base hit. Played on the first hop and a long throw in. Keeps the runners. Here's a play down at second. And he'll be out there. Well, that one will go 9-1-4 on the put out at second base. See if we can remember those numbers, 9-4, 9-1-4. And meanwhile, the play has put Delgado on at third and brings up Wyatt Tweet batting now with one away. And he hits it hard, but caught. Second baseman Joe Hess taking the line drive. A line drive out from Wyatt Tweet brings up Jack Tyken. 0 for 2. Hard hit up the middle and into center field for a base hit. Tyken rounds first as he takes a look and the throw comes in safely, but that's an RBI single for Jack Tyken. Delgado, a very aggressive base runner, put himself in position to score. After getting on base with a bunt, a steal of second, then a fly ball, fielder's choice, if you will, that allowed him to reach third. And then Jack Tyken slapping one into right field or into right center field, getting the RBI. Five to 2. And this is lifted to the right side. Joe Hess is there to make the catch, and that does it for the Spuds in the fourth inning. After 4 on Bert's Truck Equipment scoreboard, it's Moorhead 5 and St. Cloud 2.
Natural talent, physical gifts, training advantages. To become a champion, none of that matters. True champions are the ones who are comfortable working harder, staying later, and finding that competitive edge. They are never satisfied simply doing a good job, because those who transform themselves from local talent into local folklore are the ones who continually perform beyond their limits. Bell Bank, proudly supporting champions everywhere.
Doubleheader. Starts at 4.
Ooh, not tomorrow.
Yeah.
Well, the Spuds get one more in their at bat in the fourth inning. And as we head to the top of the fifth, the Spuds now with a 5-2 lead, as they got a couple of base hits in that inning. And Brett Letness continues on as he drops in a curveball that just missed low. Check with the first base umpire on a possible swing. No. And it goes to 1-1. That one is down low for ball 2. Hank Bolson will be followed by Jaden Mendel and Joe Hess. The heart of the St. Cloud batting order. Here's a grounder to the left side. Shortstop is there, picks it up, and the throw across in time. Bolson grounding out. Carson Zimmel to Jack Tyken. 6-3 on the putout. And there's one away. Jaden Mendel drawing 2 walks and scoring a run. At bat now to take a look at a called strike. And the delivery. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Correction, strike 1. Ball and a strike on Jaden Mendel. That one's lifted out to left center field, and the left fielder comes across to make the play. Gavin Gast came a long way and got in position to make the call and make the play, and there are 2 away. Well, we're going to have to offer you an apology. We've gotten our batting order out of order. And we'll try to get that straightened out because at the plate now is Blake O'Hara. And he takes a look at a called strike, and it's 1-1. Letness delivers, and the batter, O'Hara, is hit. Hit by the pitch. Two away. Quick check all the way around. That brings up Tim Goman. Reached on an error in the second inning. Singled in the third inning. 1 for 2. As he stands in from the left side, the catcher, Tim Goman. With a runner short lead down at first, here's the pitch up high, way up high. Grant Robe with the lead at first. Letness delivers outside for ball 2. And the delivery. Just missing outside. Tim Goman, if he reaches, followed by Will Allensbach. And the delivery. Called strike. 3-1 the count now on Tim Goman, batting here in the top of the 5th inning. St. Cloud trailing 5-2. The runner is on his way down and got there just in time. Stolen base for Grant Robe. Tim Goman batting with a full count. Holding the runner on at second. And then taking position at short. Here's the delivery then from Letness, and he just missed ball 4. Well, a runner already on at second, and so now runners at first and second for St. Cloud as Tim Goman checks in at first. And that brings up center fielder Will Allensbach. Popped up twice to the infield, both times 0 for 2 on the afternoon. Check of the runner, double check of the runner, and here's the pitch in the dirt. Runners will move up. A wild pitch delivery has put Grant Robe down at third. Goman now on at second. And Allensbach batting with 2 out. And a 1-ball count here in the top of the 5th inning. Takes a look at a pitch up around the chin. And it's 2-0. Pitch just missing. Tried to slip one in at the knees, but it was just low. And it's 3-0. And before he delivers the next pitch, Greg Salvovold is making his walk out. Wanting to make sure with a 3-0 count, will he make a pitching change here? The bullpen has been busy and continues to be busy as the conversation continues on now. Busy part of the schedule with all the changes that have taken place through the course of our spring events. St. Cloud is back in action again tomorrow. They'll take on Wilmer. Moorhead also. No, I think Moorhead's softball has a doubleheader tomorrow. Or baseball has a doubleheader. And it's Bemidji, a section game. Well, you got to know that the players that have been struggling to get through this point of the season, to this point of the season, are happy to be on the field no matter. A hunched approach, and there's ball 4. And that loads the bases for St. Cloud. Center fielder Will Allenspach. He's on at first. Tim Goman, who reached on the wild pitch here a moment ago, is on at second, along with the move of Grant Robe on at third. And a quick return to the mound. A quick return to the mound by Greg Salvovold. Brett Letness had been moving his way through the lineup, struggling at times, but getting out of struggles most of the time. But has found him strikes difficult to come by here. St. Cloud batting in the 5th inning. Salvovold has been taking a long look down in the bullpen. Moorhead players there signaling. I think that they've got a pitcher ready if they want to go that way, and there it is. Letness now will leave the game here in the 5th inning. And so as we change pitchers in the 5th inning on the Burt's Truck Equipment scoreboard, it is Moorhead 5 and St. Cloud 2. Aaron Ryerson ready to check in for Moorhead. As starter Brett Letness works his way through the St. Cloud lineup with 2 outs here in the 5th inning, and will leave then now for Aaron Ryerson. The strike zone was becoming more difficult to find, and that happens after a lot of pitches had been thrown and struggling with control throughout. Both starting pitchers have struggled, and yet both pitchers have continued to throw on to this point in the game. Moorhead sending Ryerson to the mound now here in the top of the 5th inning. He'll face the top of the order, and that starts off with Jackson Kenning. The shortstop is 0 for 3. Reached on an error in the first, popped up to the first baseman in the second, and then flew out to center fielder Zach Taft in the 4th. As Ryerson's first pitch goes for a ball, and it's 1-0. Bases loaded. St. Cloud down by 3. Batting with 2 outs as Ryerson delivers. And a number fouled to the right side, just wide of the first base dugout. Ryerson on the mound and ready. Jackson Kenning standing and waiting. Here's the delivery, and that one slips away. The runner will come in from third and score. A wild pitch by Ryerson. Scores a run. The count a ball, and it's 1-1. Also on the move, Tim Goldman now resting down at third. There's a fly ball to right. Catch is made, and the throw comes in quickly. So we'll talk to you about that later. As we go to the bottom of the fifth inning, on Bert's Truck Equipment scoreboard, it is Moorhead 5 and St. Cloud 3.
Revive Professional Massage Therapy Clinic. Locally owned and operated. Open 7 days a week, day, evening, and same-day appointments available. Couples massages also available. 20 highly trained professional licensed massage therapists on staff. Now with 2 locations, South Fargo and Detroit Lakes. Offering online booking and online gift certificates. www.reviveprofessionalmassage.com.
The M3 nonprofit is breaking the ice as they raise mental health awareness for our Moorhead community and our youth. Started by a group of parent volunteers, M3 will offer support and host events throughout the year that bring focus to mental health. Together, M3 will raise awareness, eliminate the stigma, and connect resources for mental health. Thank you, M3, for supporting our community's youth. Well, St. Cloud threatening to bring this game even in the fifth inning, come up with a run to pull within 2 before Aaron Ryerson coaxed a fly ball out to Jacob Vanette, who made the catch for out number 3, and that moves us now to the bottom of the fifth inning as Moorhead comes to bat with Justin Stahlberger, followed by Jacob Vanette, and then Gavin Gast. St. Cloud will make a pitching change. As they come in, here's James Nyberg. And James Nyberg will be tested on his first appearance from Justin Stahlberger. Stahlberger drove in a run of the walk in the first inning. Grounded out to second. One ball, one strike to count. And the delivery by Nyberg. Just up and out of the zone for ball 2. Nyberg to the stretch with nobody on base. And the pitch. Throws one in the dirt. And it's 3-1. Here's the delivery by Nyberg. And it's ball 4. Stahlberger on the walk, checks in at first. And here's Jacob Vanette. He was hit by a pitch in the first and drew a walk in the third. Later would steal second. And is 0 for 2, or has no official at bat. He's hit by a pitch and a walk. With the delivery. Bunted, popped up into the air, and just out of the reach of Tim Goman. That brings Vanette back to the plate. It brings Stahlberger back to first. As James Nyberg settles in on the rubber, takes a look, and leans in for the sign. Nyberg, quick check of the runner now, and here's the delivery. This one is in the gap to between center and left. We got a runner headed his way around second on his way to third. Checked in there, Justin Stahlberger. And the Spuds have come up with a base hit from Jacob Vanette to put runners at the corner. Single by Vanette puts Stahlberger all the way around at third as Gavin Gast will bat with nobody out and runners at the corners. And in place of Gavin Gast, Carter Heinz will check in. Heinz batting here, nubs one foul. Runners at the corners. Stahlberger on at third, Vanette on at first. Pinch hitter Heinz, left-handed swinger. As Nyberg on the mound for St. Cloud. Delivers down low, and the Spuds on the run with Vanette easily. There was no throw as he takes the dive feet first into second for the stolen base. Jacob Vanette. That's his second stolen base of the night. And the delivery by Nyberg, just missing. That moves the count to 3-1. Nyberg ready and delivers quickly. This is a fly ball hit towards center field. There's a long run, and he gets over there and can't make the play. Heinz is rounding second, and he'll hold up there as the play comes back in. Long throw to the catcher, Goman, but the Spuds score 2. A hard hit fly ball deep left center field by Carter Heinz. He ends up at second with a double. Gets 2 runs batted in. Stahlberger scoring. Right behind him, Vanette scoring. And Moorhead has built up a 7-3 lead. And here is Jackson Young. 0 for 2. A couple of pop-ups on the infield. Now with a runner on at second. And the Spuds have taken back a 4-point advantage here, a 4-run lead at 7-3. And the delivery. Looked like he wanted to square it a bunt, but Jackson Young then pulled back and avoided it and took the pitch for a ball, and it's 1-0. Nyberg, check of the runner at second. Here's the pitch for a called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike on Jackson Young. He is ready. Nyberg is ready and delivers. Down low for a called ball 2. And it's now 2-1. Moorhead batting, bottom of the 5th inning. Leading now 7-3. And the delivery. Here's a fake bunt attempt. And he pulled back but missed. And so that goes as a strike, and it evens the count at 2-2. Heinz taking his lead down at second. Here's the delivery as the pitch is up high at the bill of the cap. And it goes full at 3-2. 3 balls and 2 strikes, batting with nobody out here in the 5th inning. And the delivery is way up high for ball 4. And the Spuds now put runners on first and second. Iggy Delgado. Ryerson, who came on, and he drops one down, and it's fair, and the long throw across just did get there in time. Ryerson dropped a bunt right down in front of home plate. It barely crossed the dirt area onto the grass where it was picked up by Goldman, and he's got a good arm and was able to throw the play in Aaron Ryerson out as it goes 2-3 on the putout for the first out. And on the play, Heinz moves on to second, or to third rather. And Jackson Young checks in at second. So the runners at second and third. And now 1 out. As Nyberg delivers. Inside for ball. 1-1. Nyberg is set and ready and delivers. Swing and a miss at the plate. Zach Taft. And the count goes to a ball and 2 strikes. Taft with a walk and a single and a ground out. As he stands and waits and takes a healthy cut, but swinging and missing. Strikeout on Zach Taft, and there are 2 away. And here comes Wyatt Tweet. Hit by a pitch, grounded out. Hit a line drive out. 0 for 2 with a run scored. Nyberg delivers a strike. Tweet watched it all the way in. And the delivery by Nyberg. That one just missed outside. Nyberg thought he had that one. But the count evens up at 1-1. Here's a look and a stretch. Runners take their lead. It's leads at second and third. And a fly ball to the right side and all the way to the fence. Tweet is on his way to second. He's going to go for 3. 1 run is in. And Tweet pulls in at third with a triple. A hard shot between right field and center field all the way to the fence. A triple for Wyatt Tweet. That drives in 2 more. And the Spuds now lead at 9-3 as Carter Heinz, who had hit a double, getting on base, scoring first. And right behind him, Jackson Young. A 2-run triple for Wyatt Tweet. And he stands now at third. And Steve Taylor is out. But apparently will not make a change at this point. The signal was to the outfielders as they were anticipating this next play. But the Spuds have scored 4 times here in the 5th inning. Now they're going to challenge the call on whether he touched second base or not, and he is safe. And that was the reason for Steve Taylor out to his pitcher, making sure that he understood he had a chance of challenging the call on whether the runner at second actually touched base or not. And the umpire was watching, ruled that he had been at the base safely. And so the run counts, and it remains 9-3. With a delivery. Another hard hit ball, but this one bouncing right back to the pitcher. And a quick toss over to first, and Jaden Mendel is there. And they out recorded, but the Spuds score 4. And as we go to the top of the 6th inning, on the Burt's Truck Equipment scoreboard, it's Moorhead 9 and St. Cloud 3. Four runs score for the Spuds in their bat of the 5th inning as they go bat 8. Justin Stahlberger scoring. Jacob Van Etten scoring. Carter Heinz scoring. Jackson Young scoring. And Moorhead makes it a 9-3 game here at Matson Field in Moorhead. Skies are becoming darker. Waiting to see. There was some electrical problems here last week when that storm came through, and there was no electricity. But we have been playing so far with electricity, and quite frankly, I'm waiting to see if the lights will come on as we continue play at this point. So far, I would say we're okay to this point. But if it gets to be a prolonged at-bat, there might be a change here before the end of the inning. St. Cloud leading it off with, he was the game's starting pitcher, Elian Mesquita. Reached on a fielder's choice, flew out to left, and hit a base hit, had a single in his at-bat in the 4th inning. And he bats here, and that one skips through the dirt and off. Batting here in the 6th inning. St. Cloud with 3 runs on 4 hits, an error. Moorhead with 9 runs on 6 hits and an error. Moorhead scored their first, I think it was 4 runs before getting a base hit with the walks and the hit by pitch. Called strike at the plate. And the delivery. Popped up and foul out of play. Mesquita stands in. Ryerson with the pitch down low. Aaron Ryerson on in relief from Moorhead. Puts a runner on at first as Mesquita takes the stroll down. And here's Hank Bolson. Ball one. Mosquito takes his lead at first. Likely not to be a threat. Down by 6. Here's a swing and a miss. Hank Bolson evens the count at 1-1. Ryerson with a check of the runner at first. And the delivery. Down low and away. And the count moves to 2-1. Ryerson, a quick look at the runner, and here's a pop up to the right side. And floating into the outfield grass. Center fielder Zach Taft comes all the way in and just about got to the infield turf to make the catch. And there's one away. As Ryerson delivers a foul ball that came straight back, just missed the protective netting, and came all the way back and hit one of the lights upright. Here's a fly ball down the right field line, and Jack Tyken overplayed one direction, tried to come back and compensate and make the play, and he reached for it and just missed. Busy night down at first for Jack Tyken. This one falling safely foul, and the count moves to 2 strikes. Tyken holding the runner on at first. As Ryerson delivers up high. And it's a ball and 2 strikes. Ryerson again with a check of the runner. Here's a bouncer to the left side, but foul. Ball and 2 strikes. Mosquito returning to first. As Tyken holds him on. Here's the pitch just outside. Tweed is a quick return to the pitcher. He no more than makes the catch on the pitch thrown. It's right back at the pitcher as Ryerson is set and ready to go. And that one is popped foul. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. St. Cloud batting 6th inning. Check swing. Did he go? He did not. And so the count continues on now at 3-2. The lights have come on at Matson Field. And the delivery. Fly ball. This one's going a long ways, but the right fielder there, and Jacob Van Ette is there to make the catch. Mosquito forced to return as he had gone halfway, and then when the catch was made, quickly retreats. So Mendel flying out for the second out, and here's Joe Hess, and he sends that one a long ways. And that one's off the fence. Mosquito will score as the throw comes in. St. Cloud coming up with a run-scoring double by Joe Hess. And with that run scoring, it's now 9-4 as Luke Betcher checks in, a strikeout victim twice. Ryerson's pitch at the knees. Popped up, left side. And near the concession stand and out of play. And the count moves to 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes on Luke Betcher. Moorhead scoring 4 runs in their half of the 5th inning and grabbed a 9-3 lead. It's now 9-4. And Moorhead quickly putting the bullpen to use as they anticipate the upcoming inning and a half, 2 innings. Here's the play, up high. St. Cloud. Joe Hess on at second after sending out a run-scoring double. Ball and 2 strikes. Strike 3. Swing and a miss, a high, hard fastball. Ryerson gets out of the inning with just 1 run scored. And as we have played now 5 1/2 innings on the Burt's Truck Equipment scoreboard, it's Moorhead 9 and St. Cloud 4.
Pam is a small business owner. She is swamped. Pam knows she needs to advertise, but is overwhelmed by all the options. What if there was a way for Pam to have access to a team of media experts? What if this was at no extra cost and didn't require a contract? Meet Avenue Right. Save time, money, and get peace of mind that your advertising dollars are well spent.
I don't believe it. As we go to the bottom of the 6th inning, Moorhead with a 9-4 lead. And we'll take a look at the order. I think Carson Zimmel is the intended leadoff man here in the inning, and he takes a look at a pitch out of the strike zone down around the knees, but low. And a hit batter, another hit batter. James Nyberg delivering that one inside. It was a floater that just simply did not have a bite. Carson Zimmel is on at first with a hit by pitch. And Justin Stahlberger steps up. He has driven in a run, has scored a run. 2 walks, a ground out. And here's the pitch from Nyberg. Just inside as he ducked back and out of the way. 1-1 on Justin Stahlberger. As James Nyberg delivers, Zimmel is on his way. Here's a long throw down. And he just did get in front of the throw. Spud's been very aggressive on their base running with stolen bases and extra bases taken. Zimmel on now at second with a stolen base. The pitch up and away. Justin Stahlberger evens the count at 2-2. Nyberg delivers in the dirt. as he leans in. Nyberg to the stretch. And the pitch. Bouncer. Right side. Picked up and got there just in time. Second baseman Joe Hess was right there to make the play. 4-3 on the putout on Justin Stahlberger. And there's one away as Jacob Vanette comes up. He also has been a victim of free passes. And we're going to make a lineup change for the Spuds as Keo Albritton comes on. And he'll bat for Jacob Vanette. Keo Albritton. Nine, 4 Moorhead leading. Albritton goes after the first pitch with a swing and a miss. Runner lead at third. Here's the delivery inside. Albritton leaning back and out of the way. That evens the count at a ball and a strike. With the delivery. Down low, ball 2. Infield playing in case it's a chopper. Here's a swing and a miss. And the count moves on to 2-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Keo Albritton. Nyberg with the look and the pitch, just missing. He thought he had it. He was finessing the plate, and he just missed wide. Count goes full now at 3-2 as Albritton waits. Straightaway stance. Fly or a ground ball in to center field for a base hit. Albritton comes off the bench and delivers a run-scoring single. And we'll get an RBI. Zimmel scoring in from third. And Moorhead is back to a 6-run lead now at 10-4. Here's Gavin Gast. Slicer foul, just missing the protective netting near the first base dugout. And strike 1 the count. Nyberg. They nearly caught Albritton off. He was taking his normal couple of steps off the bag and was not terribly concerned about a throw over, and he just did get back in time. Ground ball, shortstop. To second, force out there, no return, and it'll be a fielder's choice. Gast reaches on a fielder's choice. Six-4 on the force out at second. And here's Jackson Young. Reached on a walk and would later score a run in the 5th inning. James Nyberg delivers. Bouncer left side. And it went foul just in front of the third base bag. That evens the count at 1-1. A ball and a strike on Jackson Young. If he should reach the scheduled batter, designated hitter Iggy Delgado. And the pitch up high. Another quick toss down. Just did get back in time. Gavin Gast had a almost a half-step lead on the play and just was able to get his arm back. And now to the stretch. Gass taking his lead. Here's the pitch. That's a fair ball inside the third baseline all the way to the left field corner. Here's a throw back into third. And a base hit for Jackson Young. That puts Gavin Gass down at third. Runners now at the corners. And Aaron Ryerson will bat. Moorhead has made it an 11-4 game. Play here in the 6th inning, scheduled for 7. A long look, and the delivery. Nubbed foul and off to the left side. Bouncing towards the Moorhead dugout along the third baseline. And it's strike one. With a stretch and the look. Pitch down low. Count evens up at a ball and a strike. As Nyberg delivers down low, and it took something off that one, a little changeup. A swing and a miss, and it's strike two. A ball and 2 strikes. Mendel holding on at first. Here's a delivery to the left side, but that one is swerving foul. And all the way to the corner, but foul, and it'll be brought back. And the count remains a ball and 2 strikes. Aaron Ryerson ready and waiting. As Nyberg throws one in, just missing low. And the count goes to 2-2. A check of the runner and the pitch. Again, fouled as Ryerson stays alive with a 2-ball, 2-strike count. Moorhead scoring 3 in the first, 1 in the second, 4 in the 5th. 1 so far here in the 6th, and here's the pitch and a fly ball to the short right center field. Second baseman going back on it, and they let it drop. It dropped between 3 St. Cloud players. Second baseman Joe Hess was calling for it, and as he got back, center fielder Mezquita and right fielder Robe all came in on the play, and it dropped between all 3. And nobody actually got a touch on it. And so Aaron Ryerson will get himself a base hit. And Moorhead back on to the roster, going deep into the roster. Everybody's getting a chance here tonight as Titan Bergeson checks in. There's a long throw down at all the way to second, but the runner is in there, and there are runners at second and third. Bergeson from the left side slaps one to the second baseman. Joe Hess is up with it there, and the play is there, and they out-recorded, and that does it for the Spuds here in the 6th inning. But we go to the 7th. On the Burt's Truck Equipment scoreboard, it's Moorhead 11 and St. Cloud 4.
We are The Breakdown. For almost 2 decades, we've published the most comprehensive yearbooks on Minnesota high school sports and run the best in-season and off-season events. We cover every corner of the state. We are The Breakdown.
So we go to the top of the 7th inning. Moorhead with an 11-4 lead. And St. Cloud will face the slants of Logan Hilber, who will come on. The junior will come on in relief. He is the 3rd Moorhead pitcher. Brett Letna started. Struggled his way through a lot of pitches and a lot of innings, but was very effective when it was all said and done. Aaron Ryerson came on and now gives way to Logan Hilber. He 11-4 the count. And St. Cloud here comes Caden Mork. He'll come on to bat. Top of the 7th inning. Mork to the stretch. And the delivery. Just missing outside. And it's 2-0. And again, take a long look inside. This one is a called strike. And it's 2-1 as Hilber trying to work his way back in on the count. And the delivery from Hilber. Fly ball, center field. Rolling over to the far side. A leaping catch is there. And did he make the catch? Yep. He did a diving catch in left center field. That looked like Zach Taft that made the run all the way over from his center field position. About halfway between that and left field, he made a dive for it as it was slicing away from him. And with that, there's one away. Tim Goman. One for two in the game here this afternoon and evening. Pops this one up on the left side. Moorhead shortstop Carson Simmel is over, and he makes the catch for out number 2. And they're 2 away for Will Allensbach, the scheduled batter. And he'll give way. And it looks like Parker Schultz will step in and pinch hit. Couple of pinch hitters in the lineup for St. Cloud here down the stretch run. And with the pitch, called strike at the knees. Logan Hilber, 3rd Moorhead pitcher. Comes on in relief with the Spuds leading 11-4. And the delivery. Called strike. He thought maybe it was not a strike. It was. And it's 0-2. Logan Hilber to the stretch and the delivery. This one outside. Kind of teaser there a little bit on the corner. See if he might get him to swing at it. And it's 1-2 now, ball and 2 strikes. And that one goes in the dirt. And the count evens up at 2-2. Moorhead looking to make it 3 wins in 4 days. Here's the pitch. Just missing outside, and it's ball 3. St. Cloud looking for their 5th win of the season. They have a big challenge ahead here, down 11-4 with 2 outs in the 7th inning. And Hilber delivers. Slap to the left side, and that drops in for a base hit. Comes over to play it. Zach Taft comes over to play it. Back in, and that's a single. Parker Schultz. To the top of the order, here's Jackson Kenning. For 3 on the afternoon. He takes a swing at the first pitch from Hilber and swings through the pitch for strike 1. Here's the pitch to the shortstop and the force at second. And the Spuds come up with the win. So it's a 1-2-3, 7th inning for St. Cloud. Correction, there was a base hit in there by Parker Schultz, but the 3rd out recorded here in the bottom of the 7th inning puts this one in the record books. Thank you for joining us tonight on Spuds TV, reminding you that our final score on Bert's Truck Equipment scoreboard, Moorhead 11,